It's been a crazy few weeks for Nio, with Nio stock gaining over 50%, but then in the past few days, Nio has dropped again, losing 10% last week. This is a must-watch video for Nio investors where I look at the very latest Nio news and what this means for Nio going forward. Before we get into the video, I want to thank everyone who has been following my channel, watching my updates, and subscribe to the channel. In the past week, we have just hit 20,000 subscribers. So if you find any value in this, can I ask you to smash the like button? It literally costs nothing, but it helps me out so much. I'm aiming to get 400 likes on this video. Help me hit that goal. For anyone that's new, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new content like this. Now there's a lot to discuss, so let's get straight into it. Nio is a pioneer in China's premium electric vehicle and technology market. They design, manufacture, and sell EVs, whilst driving innovations in next generation technologies, autonomous driving, and artificial intelligence. Although Nio is mainly known as an electric vehicle company, I think it is more accurate to describe the company as a technology company. Similar as to how Elon Musk has repeatedly described Tesla. Tesla is a technology company that also makes EVs. And Nio is similar. And there are several arms to the Nio business model. Nio House, which has been expanding over the years, and now there is over 140. Nio Life. This is Nio's lifestyle brand where Nio is tapping into brand loyalty to sell an entire lifestyle to customers. Then we have Nio Power and Nio Service, which offers a power service system with chargeable, swappable, and upgradable batteries. This includes home charging stations, the Nio Power Charger, the Nio Power Swap stations, and the Nio Power Mobile system. And then finally we have Nio Phones and Nomi, Nio's advanced in-car AI assistant. It's a voice-activated AI digital companion for Nio owners. In the past few days, it was announced that Nio strikes a battery deal with BYD. This noted that the battery would power Nio's upcoming ONVO L60 vehicle. After announcing it would spin off its battery arm in December, Nio has secured a new deal for batteries for its new brand of affordable vehicles. This is according to Reuters. Nio has reportedly secured the battery deal with Chinese EV leader BYD for its upcoming ONVO. The ONVO L60 is expected to compete with Tesla's Model Y. The car is expected to be unveiled later this month, with a launch date later this year. And I'll talk a little more about this in a moment because we do have a set date now for the arrival of the ONVO L60. But this is interesting because BYD has historically used most of the batteries that it produces itself, but it appears that the company is now opening its door to rivals. Last year, only 5% of the battery production was sold to external customers such as Tesla. But according to Reuters, BYD is already in the process of making changes to its battery production lines in preparation for the Nio ONVO L60. So it'll be interesting to see if BYD is looking to expand their battery production to supply much more of the overall EV market. As we already know, BYD is the biggest selling EV brand in the world right now after overtaking Tesla last year. And the Chinese EV maker is going from strength to strength, as we can see here. But now BYD seems to be expanding their battery supplying arm too, which could be a huge benefit for the likes of Nio. Outsourcing batteries should help Nio achieve its huge goal of becoming profitable, even though this is still several years away. But between the launch of the ONVO brand and the likely cost saving that these batteries could make, it could make a huge difference to Nio's financials, which I have talked about before. Nio's financials are not good. Yes, this is a growing company, but the losses that Nio is making quarter over quarter are not sustainable in the long term. And with Nio's earnings report coming up in the next few weeks, I will be looking into their financials in more detail in upcoming videos. So stay tuned for that. I will do a detailed analysis of their financial statements, of their projections going forward, and we'll see where they stand well before their earnings date, which is expected around the 15th of June. As I said a moment ago, we do have a set date for the arrival of the ONVO L60, and this is the biggest news of the week, that Nio is officially launching the ONVO on May 15th. William Li added that the ONVO L60 will redefine the standard for family cars. The Model Y is one of the best-selling SUVs, selling tens of thousands of units each month in China and currently starts at 250,000 won. The ONVO brand will accelerate the arrival of Nio's 1 millionth vehicle, and the materials cost of ONVO's first model will be about 10% cheaper than the Tesla Model Y. ONVO's brand name stands for On Voyage, and the literal translation of its Chinese name Ledao is Path to Happiness, representing the brand's vision of creating happiness on every path we travel with family, said Nio. Which is significant that this is being launched on May 15th, which is International Day of Families. Something that I'm sure was the plan all along for Nio. Since they are launching this lower cost brand to be more affordable to families, it makes sense to launch it on Family Day. But this news did arrive at the same time as the unveiling of the 500,000 Nio to roll off the assembly line. Since establishing its headquarters in April 2020, Nio has successfully completed the establishment or relocation of various core business entities, including research and development, sales and service, key component development and manufacturing, and autonomous driving. It has implemented 12 full-stack technology layouts and obtained over 8,700 patents. In 2023, Nio achieved a revenue exceeding 55.6 billion won, representing a year-over-year growth of 12.9%. Engineers have made strides in battery development over a very short time, but these still struggle to provide the best daily usability. Solid-state batteries are being hailed as the saving grace for EV, but despite billions of dollars being spent to try to fast-track development, it is still many years away. Traditional charging still requires several hours to fully recharge. Even a level 2 charger or a direct current level 3 fast charger takes time. And fast charging may also decrease a battery's lifespan with excessive use. Which is another issue, battery lifespan itself already being a huge issue facing EVs. But some are hailing swappable batteries as the next best solution for the electric cars due to their functional benefits. Not only can EV drivers change the batteries at the same time as they would have previously filled a tank of gas or diesel, but it also solves the battery lifespan issue. And Nio is at the forefront in this regard. Have no doubt about this, Nio is the pioneer of EV battery swapping. But many of the large players in this industry still oppose the idea of battery swapping for several reasons. Mass adoption would drastically change industry dynamics. But in an industry where there are so many concerns, where there is currently a price war, and yet every EV maker still has the same major concerns, battery swapping could easily be the solution. And this is the reason why Nio has been building such an extensive battery swap network and why deals such as the one with Geely could prove pivotal for Nio. Should the EV industry embrace battery swapping, then Nio is the company that will be at the forefront. Now, in this video, I have looked at the company in general, looked at the battery swapping potential, and viewed some of the issues and latest news, but I have not looked at the financial statements and what this could look like for over the next 5 years. One of the biggest issues with Nio right now are their finances. So if you want to see an analysis of Nio from a financial perspective, then like this video and drop a comment below. So many Nio bears have been saying Nio is going to go bankrupt, and they've been saying it for years. They were saying it in 2021 and they're still saying it in 2024. But is there any merit to what is being said? In my opinion, there are many reasons to be bullish about Nio, both in the very short term and in the long term for Nio investors. This is of course just my opinion and it is not financial advice. There's a lot of talk on social media right now about this stock, but always do your own due diligence. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you enjoyed this analysis, then please like and subscribe. I hope you make a load of money on this stock. Follow me on Twitter and I'll catch you